Oh gosh, it's so good to be back filming. Hi y'all, I'm back for now. Yeah, I've been working out. Peep the gun show. Can y'all see that? The shoulder, oh, shoulder definition right there. You guys ever seen those propaganda things that they put up during the war? Women can do it too. Whoo! I should even zoom out so y'all can see the proper form. Okay. These are actually my prescription glasses, by the way, folks. You guys remember back in the day, yeah, when we used to go and watch like 3D movies and we'll pop out the lenses of them big glasses and then wear it for fashion? Bruh, the 2000s were a scary time. Scary time. Do you guys like the glasses? This is me in my element. I'm really short-sighted.
You can see though, right?
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
Like my friends will be like, oh, let me try your glasses, let me try your glasses. And they'll put it on me. Oh, your eyesight's really bad. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I wear glasses. What would you want me to do? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is good to be back. Sorry for the long hiatus yet again. The last 2 months have, as usual, been super crazy in the lead up to my double graduation. Finally graduating from Oxford in exactly 4 weeks now. I will be graduating from Harvard 4 weeks after that. So needless to say, like, the work and preparation has literally piled up and I've had zero time to like sit down and talk to myself or talk to you guys. So yeah, I literally woke up this morning and I was like, yo, people still be subscribing, but I ain't put out a new video, so I gotta do something. So yeah, here I am. And today I'm coming back with a video, another Ren Chat series video. And this one is about a topic that's actually quite close to my heart. It is about motivational speakers, motivational speaking, and why I hate it. Now, disclaimer / caveat, it's not that I like super hate all forms of motivation. Like, if you motivate yourself, I hate you, that's not the point. Or if you're a motivational speaker, I inherently hate you. No. Basically, there's certain elements of motivational speaking that I've heard or witnessed or engaged with that I think, as well as have been in my earlier years, I've actually been guilty of, is there's just a lot of elements of motivational speaking that need to come under critical assessment. They're just things that we don't really talk about. So like the first thing is when motivational speakers talk to you as though you can have the same life that they do without being cognizant of the fact that your life presents its own hurdles, its own challenges. So this whole kind of universality message without considering the fact that a lot of people are coming from very different contexts annoys me. So like you'll hear typical rhetoric like, oh, if I can do it, you can do it too. Or like, you know, if I did this, then you can do that. I'm kind of like, that's a good message, but it needs to be caveated with a kind of recognition of the fact that everyone has their own struggle. So I have no issue with the, you know, motivational message of I can do it, you can do it too. As long as it is either prefaced or the lead up is about the fact that this is more of a existential point rather than a literal point. Don't like completely follow my steps. This isn't like I'm an example of somebody that did it despite my circumstances, rather than saying like, oh, you can be you can be me. You can be me. Because that's not the point. Everyone's different, all that good stuff. Another thing I don't really like is some motivational speakers feed into stereotypes and like narratives of the self-made person without acknowledging the fact that there's a lot of factors that, as well as a lot of people that can play into your likelihood of success. So sometimes I'll see on social media, people be like, oh, I was driven, you know, I was just like a cut above the rest. I have the typical rags to riches stories, when they may have actually had access to resources that they're not being transparent about. Whether it be when they're starting their business, they might have, you know, a parent that's willing to foot the startup costs or invest. Whether it be access to networks or people that they know that may have followed a similar or the same trajectory, or have access to people that are useful in their trajectory. It could be that, you know, they've had access to I don't know, capital in some other form or way, and they're not being too like transparent about it, I feel like a better message would be make use of the things that you have, rather than saying like I am kind of centering themselves as this kind of amazing person. It's very much about adopting the skills that allows you to make use of the things that are available to you in the given circumstances. And that both, it doesn't just mean, you know, making use of scarce resources, but also making use of resources that you actually have. So yeah, that's kind of like my pet peeve of that. Another pet peeve that I have of motivational speakers is the centering of themselves too much in the story. So it's kind of linked to my earlier point, but very much the focus of them being in the spotlight as opposed to using their experiences anecdotally as a means to uplift others. So I don't know, maybe it's because I have a very strong humanitarian streak, as well as I like to engage with people where they are, so meet people where they are as much as possible. But I do feel like it's not even about like, oh, this is what I did and this is what I achieved. You can acknowledge that, that's great, but also go into depth about like the things of this world that are pertinent, right? So like if you're doing a motivational speech or an education, it would be prudent to like actually engage with the current issues that your audience are facing. That would be an excellent thing to do, because you're able to engage with them on a different level. Or actually like do your research before each talk. So like if you're delivering it to a school, if you're delivering it a speech or like a talk to a collective in business or in a specific industry, actually take your time as a motivational speaker to understand the specific struggles that they're going through, and then use your personal story anecdotally as a means or a segue into ways that they can make use of their resources in the specific context, or make use of their skill set or develop their skill set better in the wake of their specific experiences. So yeah, motivational speaking, in my opinion, should never be about like me, what I've done, who I am, which is in some senses important, and that's definitely why people have, you know, invited you to speak or whatever. But also getting to know the person that you're speaking with, or the people that you're speaking with, and actually connecting with them in a more organic and selfless way. I feel like that's one of the best means of motivation. And probably lastly, because I don't want this video to be too long, I can talk about this for a long time, but I think also being aware of how you present yourself. So I feel like in the age of social media, blah, 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 there's a tendency to like, for clout to get to a lot of people's heads, or like for us to feel like, oh, I'm a superwoman because I've achieved this. We allow our achievements to define our identity. And no one's saying that, you know, you haven't done great things. I'm sure, listen, I'm sure all of you people out there, you're fantastic people, I hope. Oh, but I do feel like there's this celebrity culture, or this aspiring celebrity culture, that is disallowing us to engage with people on a human flex. Like actually come as a person and say, look, these are the travails, this is the work that I've had to put in. Let's talk through some of the issues that you may have, human to human, person to person, student to student, entrepreneur to entrepreneur, or in whatever context that you're speaking with them in. Let's actually engage on a level. Let's talk, you know, let's talk. Let's communication be dead out here these days, guys. But yeah, no, I do feel like it's really important for us to engage as people, leave, you know, the clout at the door, leave this whole mythical conception of the self outside the door, and just talk to the people. So yeah, that's why, you know, you motivational speakers and speeches, y'all, it's a lot, you know. I feel like the key to motivation is really meeting people where they're at, and really being genuine, organic, and selfless as much as possible, and drawing from your experiences as a means to empower others, rather than as a way of kind of like elevating yourself. Because, you know, we really want to, chances are, if you've been chosen to speak in a motivational capacity, that's what you need to do. You need to be able to capture the hearts and the minds of the people. You can't do that when you're speaking within yourself, but you need to speak, like, you can't speak to your own heart, you need to speak to the hearts of others. So yeah, that was just a kind of a little reflective piece on motivational speaking. It would be great to hear some of you guys' views on that. But yeah, I will probably be doing bulk videos, so if you see me looking the same in another video, don't come for me. I'm literally just doing a lot of them today because I've had a lot of thoughts. I literally woke up this morning with a lot of thoughts, and I'll stagger them, don't worry. You know what, I might even change my top. I'll change my top or something, put on a different shirt or a jacket or whatever. But yeah, we've got a lot to talk about, lots to catch up on, so I'll leave it at that, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day whenever you're watching this video, whatever. And I'll be back sooner than you know it. Peace out. I realized I wasn't even in the center. Oh, I'm really exposing my room. Okay, you guys can see, look at my room. I got like a really nice picture up here somewhere and some sparkling water on my table. Big up the sparkling water fans. I know there's haters out there that have no taste, so this little glow is, you know, my skincare regimen has been, you know, fantastic and wonderful. I don't know if you guys can see my cereal stash in the back there. Basically, I'm a cereal hoarder. I love cereal. I have Cheerios, Reese's Puffs, all of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. I'm literally, I'm literally gonna like run a couple of